Hey everybody, welcome back to Edgington, the city on the edge, and it is a bit of a momentous occasion, because it is day 30, midday, which means we are now at about the same point where Old Edge was destroyed by the arrival of the Spider Matriarch, which I hope doesn't repeat. Beatrix, 1 second, I need you to be over here picking up that chicken, please. Here, that chicken, right there. Go grab. So we're now at the point where we have exceeded our old score, I guess could be the phrase. And let's see, hopefully once we've gotten those 2 points there, I think, do we have any brick 2 left? No, we don't. Put about 20 onto that. How are we doing for tools as well, actually, come to think of it? We need a bunch more fishing poles. Let's add 5 of those. And might as well add 5 tongs to the list as well. So that'll get us all set for our next venture. And yeah, we have apparently reached this stage where we're now exceeding the achievements of our previous settlement. And it also seems like it was a fairly fitting thing that Rickerman should die. Like, one of the remaining founders should be slain right before we got to the extent of the previous one. Certainly a lot better than a Spider Matriarch tearing through and ruining us. But still pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Now, armor. I know Penguin doesn't have a chain, like, it doesn't have a cuirass, I believe it is. Is there anything here that we can craft? Not a thing. Okay. We clearly can't craft any more iron. What about bronze? Can we handle bronze? We can handle 1 bronze, apparently, because we have no copper ore. Okay. Oh, level 14 stonemason. Good job, Hazar, the totally not meant to be a stonemason. Let's put that up there, have Lenore well try that. And let's have a poke around the mines, see if we can find anywhere down here that actually has decent resources, assuming I can get away from the sky. Come on, there we go. Okay, I see a little bit here. Dig mine, because that is iron. Were you there, really? Huh, apparently I didn't grab that, like, in the 1,500 times I've been through this. That looks like copper. We're gonna want that. Tin. I think most of what's left is bad stuff that we are not interested in. Yeah, looks like it. A bit more there. Ooh, some nice juicy pieces here. Also, the stuff that we, like, the bad stuff that we can't actually pick up. Stuff that we can't pick up. So, consequently, it wouldn't really matter at all if we, marked it, because no way is Penguin able to pick it up. How are we doing there? 2... Yeah, it looks like that is now defensible. Minimally so, but defensible. And the plan today is we get this defensible, we take out the 1 skeleton, who I think is over here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. And the 1 wolf, and that will be all of the monsters, besides the 2 lonely skeletons, on the map that we have to worry about. That will be done by Penguin. Ideally, if we can find you an armor piece. We should have. I feel like we should have had, like, a cuirass somewhere, but yeah, because the archers only wear chain shirts, so I'm not quite sure what happened to it. Can we make any leather tunics? We don't have any cloth, but we do have 6 leather, so I guess at the very least we can put some of that on. In which case, craft, Resender, I have a job for you. 671 copper. Eesh, add 25 of that, jeez. There we go. That'll get us some cloth, which will get us some tunics. Now, ideally, everybody in the community should be wearing tunics anyway. Level 8 fisherman, Aeneas, hooray! But, that seems to not be the case. It may be that, certain members have died with our leather tunics, and consequently we've lost them completely. Because nobody wants to be wearing leather tunics that are spattered in blood, of course. Although I kind of wish we had Waylon still around. Okay, and then meanwhile, everyone who does not have a dedicated job that we need to worry about right now goes to fishermen. Does that include Seth? I think it does. Whoop. Seth can probably manage to switch back as quickly as we need him to, so... We want to be gathering as much food as we possibly can. Because that way we can get some new migrants, and hopefully a massive backlog of food. So, let's see, cloth waiting on. How much of it do we have now from Resender? We already have 3, and it takes 1. So it's just that the tailor is crafting the cloth first. Let me move that to the top then. There we go. Luna has successfully crafted an iron ingot. Hooray! Is that enough to make a piece of iron cuirass? Is my next question. No, we need 1 more. Ugh. Do we have any iron ore? We have iron ore. I can see it right there. So let me add that to our listing. And then hopefully Luna will not mess this up and we can get Penguin and iron cuirass, because we are kind of in, like, there is a significant difference between a partially armored and unarmored and, oh, successfully crafted, hooray, and a fully armored unit. So it's something you really want to take note of. And is the leather armor made by a tailor? Okay. So now Luna should be crafting that iron cuirass. Hopefully that works out perfectly well, and we can send Luna off to fight things. Ideally before more bad things come along to fight us. And Penguin, I think we'll probably keep... Fishing pole has broken. Well, there's a first. Seth's, of course. Yeah, so hopefully we can get the mobs away. It's not a priority, but we kind of want to do it anyway. There aren't any more chickens on the field as far as I'm aware. Yeah. But I guess the other topic of conversation for today is that I am currently filming this on the tail end of Monday the 13th. And you will be seeing it, I think, somewhere around the 14th, this Friday. So that means that I will in fact be a year older when this video airs compared to when I'm filming it. Which gives me a rather convenient moment in time to talk about, well, the passage of time. And generally speaking, I hate getting old. It is easily one of my least favorite things. Oh, a merchant has arrived. He doesn't seem to care much about it. No, he's gone. Okay, never mind. We don't need him anyways. So, yeah, generally speaking, it is incredibly easy to make me feel old. Like, it does not take very much at all. How did you... Samantha, how have you ended up... Hey, there is a walking route behind there. Huh, interesting. Well, let's put you on fisherman, shall we, Samantha? How many fishing poles do we have left? 7. Yeah, we're fine for that. Glorious, in fact. And did we get that iron cuirass, is my next question. Yes, we did. Perfect. So now Penguin can wear that whilst they go out and murder stuff. And you can switch to fisherman as well, Luna. Fishing, the ultimate in spectator sports. Bernard I'm going to keep as a builder. Hazar, I guess I'll keep as a stonemason for the time being. And Frerin, we might need you to actually like do some lumber stuff, so we'll keep you there as well. And Resender, how are you? You're still making cloth to make the leather tunics, so we'll leave that be for the moment. Do we actually have any more leather, come to think of it? We have 1 more leather. Okay, can we make any more leather? Leather is made from animal hide, of which we have 2. Oh, Resender has leveled up. Hooray! As the only ingredients. That's basically like the main reason we would be harvesting materials from the animals that we slay. For the most part, they are inconsequential to us. Oh, a little bit more iron. Yeah, that's just a boar over there. Yeah, I think we are good. We just need to take down 2 enemies left on the map, and that is going to be the duty of Penguin today, who is still a little bit battered, but is also a level 10 infantry, so... keep an eye on that. Wolf has killed a boar. Could it possibly be the one I already knew about? Yes, it's the wolf I already knew about. So, apologies, boar, but, you are so dull. So yeah, I am, like, a 90s kid, getting back to the subject of passage of time and whatnot. And 90s kids have a sort of... there's a distinct kind of, like, milieux with regards to the... Wow, we have 3 different, material types for armor here. This would be an interesting thing to see drawn. Yeah, we have an interesting sort of position in that we... how do I put this? We happened at an interesting point in time where things developed a lot faster than the people in charge at the time kind of figured that they would. Whoop, you can't be going, like, back to sleep, are you? What are you doing? Eating, apparently. Wow, that didn't take very long. So basically what happened was that the 90s was where computing, especially home computing, started to really, really take off. So all of our teachers, all of the times, told us that we should really learn our IT skills and get to grips with computers and know how to program and handle Microsoft Office and all of these other things. And oh god, was that a bore? Especially if, like me, you actually had a computer at home and were actually learning these things for fun. And what then happened was that... Why do I hear fire? Hang on, let me take a look over here. Okay. That's a goblin camp. And that's a bunch of skeletons. But intriguingly, I don't see any more goblins. So presumably the skeletons have killed them all. Wow, just when I was thinking we already had, like, enough on the map. Turns out, nope. The game's gonna provide me with more to keep things interesting. Ah. Oh joy. Well, thankfully it's an easy dive from the fishing platform over to the actual proper. So, yay. But yeah, so what happened was we were taught this is what reality is going to be like, this is what the world's going to be like, this is what employment is going to be like, and you need to really get hard onto these things, this list of things, because no one else will know it and it'll be really valuable and we'll need that kind of people, that kind of thing. And then what actually happened was that the generation immediately behind us, as well as the generation that was already developing these computers that we were being told are going to be so terribly important and you're going to need to know everything about them, already knew everything about them. So they set up the infrastructure, they set up all of this, like, necessary networks and technology and got everything moving really smoothly. And then it moved blistering pace, because now economics kicks in and realizes it's important stuff. So it moves way faster than everyone expects, so that by the time my generation has left, like, schooling, by the time we no longer have IT classes and we're looking for work, we find you need to have a bunch of experience in that field, which of course you don't have because you're a student, or a fresh graduate. Or you need to have one of the ideas that about 24 people have already had behind you. So we end up in this situation where there are people older than us, not very much older than us actually in a lot of cases, who know a lot more about this and have it nailed down like a plank on a falling ship. And people who are slightly younger than us, about 5 years, often less, often a lot more, who have it as like a second nature. Like, to them it is nothing. It is literal child's play to them. And it leaves us with a very distinct sensation that the world invited us to a party that was over by the time we got there. So 90s kids tend to have a distinct sensation of misanthropy. We tend to be characterized by the media, at the very least, as being disinterested, uncaring, unsympathetic, lazy, that kind of thing. Bearing in mind these are mostly 1950s people who are clearly not very aware of the world themselves. And we're also characterized as being a generation full of people who feel entitled. Now, this is, again, a stereotype. This is also not true. But it is true that we were sold a future that didn't come true. We were sold this, like, idea of what the world's gonna be a few years down the line when you're an adult and it's all gonna be really cool and, like, everything will look like Tron. And yeah, to a degree, we feel a bit hard done. We feel a bit cheated. But, oh, level 3 Fisherman Ellie. Yay! Everyone will be a good fisherman by the end of this, I'm sure. So, yeah, 90s kids feel cheated. We feel like we missed our future because it passed us by at a rate way faster than anyone was expecting to. And is there anyone really responsible for that? I couldn't honestly tell you. Okay, let's see, he's gonna come up here, and then probably around here, so let's move you to about here. Hey, come back here. Ow. Ow. Phew. Okay, Penguin, you're going back to, like, sleep now. Go sleep. Go sleepy sleep. And also go miner. There's nothing out here to worry about. Jeez, that did a lot more damage to Penguin than I was expecting. That must have been some critical hits. But Wolf was slain, so that's something. Let's see. Bronze Glaive penetrates Wolf's chest, not killing blow. Bites Penguin Piper in the arms. Hits Penguin Piper in the arms. So basically just attacks the arms. I can see how that might be a dangerous wound indeed. Hopefully those skeletons won't be a problem, at least not for our archers, whom I can tell to come right back if we need it. Although, I might want to assign this to somebody. Yeah, let's turn off Miner, just so that Penguin doesn't try and sleep on the mainland while they're recuperating. That should be something I should do, I think. But let's see, we're already at 111 food here, doing well. But yeah, the other side effects, like, it's not all bad being a 90s kid, I guess, and feeling old very easily. Because I predate both Google and Wikipedia, which are now things we take utterly for granted. Like, I have a little phone here which can communicate with a satellite in space to talk to somebody on the other side of the planet. This would have been unheard of in the 90s. But now it's just, this thing is old. This thing is outdated by about 10 years. That's how old this thing is. But it's reliable and it works, so yeah. No reason to get rid of it. But, yeah, the upside of it is that a lot of people in my age kind of bracket, feeling dejected that the world is not what we were told it would be, that kind of thing, elect to make it what we were told it would be. So you get a whole ton of entrepreneurs. I don't think I could name 5 people in my, like, graduating class of university who did not attempt to make their own game, who did not attempt to found their own games company. I would be one of them, but I make a living on video games, so I don't know if I, like, qualifies that. And it's just sort of the pattern that I see everywhere, basically. The younger generations are creating, they are inventing. In a world that has passed them by, they're generating things. And this is purely my observation. This may not be the academically viewed case, and I honestly don't know what the academically viewed case is in this regard. But, oh, and now everybody's going to sleep. How appropriate. I'm boring, people. I'm boring. Away they go. Does that include you, Bernard? Are you going to sleep? Yeah, you're sleeping. Okay. Very good. It's fine. We have enough beds for everybody here. So, even as the skeletons of some kind of metaphorical history, like grim history, plod forwards towards us, and they will not do well because they always tend to go underwater first. Everybody's sleeping comfortably in Edgington. Here's to another year.